With me in studio here to share their expertise, their reporting, and their insights, CNN Sarah Murray, CNN Shimon Prokopez, former federal prosecutor Sean Wu, and former special assistant to Robert Mueller, Michael Zeldin. Let's try to go through, to the degree we can, what this tells us that's new and what questions it raised, because that's the pattern of the special counsel. We get new charges, we get new documents, they give us something, but they also tend to raise questions. Number one, there's nothing in this document that says President Trump was aware of any of this, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Right. And so the new significance from an investigative standpoint is what?
Look, I think this is going to be the closest we get right now that people within the campaign were looking for information on what WikiLeaks had, that Roger Stone was willing to provide that information, that Roger Stone was working feverishly to get that information, and that a senior member of the campaign was asking for this information, wanted this information. And it's true. Right now we don't see collusion mentioned, Russian collusion mentioned in this document. But it seems that what the Mueller team is really focusing on is why were people consistently lying to investigators, members of Congress, when they were asked about questions concerning the campaign.
And they're still collecting evidence. I mean, obviously, they arrested Roger Stone at his house today. They will seize evidence from his house there. They also searched another property that Roger Stone has in New York. So they're going to continue to collect evidence. So I think this is perhaps the first indictment we will see against Roger Stone. There may be others that come in the future, and I think that it's telling that the special counsel didn't just outline these issues of Roger Stone lying to the House Intelligence Committee about witness intimidation. They also laid out these contacts that he had with Trump campaign officials and showed how eager he was to try to get this information and how eager the Trump campaign was to try to get it. There's a reason the special counsel decided to put that all in writing. That's not an accident.
That's not an accident. That's a key point in the sense that if you look at these documents, they seem to lay out that they have the evidence that he lied to Congress. They say they have text, they say they have emails, and so then why then searches on two properties? What else are you looking for is the next question. And to Sarah's point, the special counsel could have just indicted on the alleged lies to Congress, but he makes the point of putting in the public record senior campaign officials in touch with Roger Stone at this very important time. Why? What is Robert Mueller trying to tell us?
Well, we don't know that. We don't know whether what Robert Mueller is saying is stand by, that another indictment is on its way, that's a broader conspiracy to defraud the United States in the same way that the social media Russia indictment was, or whether this is, his final shot and that there's nothing more there, that he's got these process crimes, these lying to Congress, obstructing the Mueller investigation about something which underlying it is not illegal, because there's no illegality alleged. It's just lies about conduct. But to your initial question, you asked, is the president named in this indictment? And the answer, of course, is no. But in paragraph 12, it says, after the July 22 release of the stolen DNC emails by Organization One, WikiLeaks, a senior Trump campaign official was directed to contact Stone. So who is it that can direct senior campaign officials to do that? There's an implication there without a name, because another senior campaign official, I suppose, could have done it, but that's not the implication of this to me.
Yeah, and we know at least one of the people that Roger Stone was in touch with was Steve Bannon during the campaign. But if you look at the timeline of these various contacts, there were people before Steve Bannon came onto the campaign who were having these discussions with Roger Stone. This was an ongoing conversation, an ongoing pursuit by the Trump campaign to check in with Roger Stone and say, what's coming? Have you heard of anything that's coming? Can you, did you get any information that you can share with us?
Right, and to that point, forgive me for interrupting, but a lot of new people came into the Trump campaign. He did not have a pre-existing relationship with Steve Bannon, for example, but he had a pre-existing relationship with Roger Stone that goes back decades.
Yeah.
That goes back decades. This was not a new person brought into the campaign when they try to say Coffee Boy Papadopoulos, or he didn't really know Paul Manafort, or he didn't really know Rick Gates. This is someone the president knew for decades.